Right then, this is a video for a beautiful looking car. It's a Lexus CT200 and it's the SEL model. This one's finished with, in black rather, full black leather inside. Also benefits from having the upgraded Nav system fitted to the car. It's a premium model. It is absolutely amazing. Really lovely condition. Front of the car, as you can see there, very clean. Lights and lenses clear, intact, no cracks or condensation in those. Bumper very clean. Likewise, bonnet of the car, literally hardly a stone chip anywhere on there at all. Absolutely beautiful. Near side of the car, absolutely mirror smooth in the panel work there, no indentations at all. Near side front alloy, really good. Michelin tyre fitted. I think it's Michelin's all round, but I'll stand corrected in a second. Paint's got a lovely lustre to it. Near side rear alloy, again absolutely beautiful, just a little bit of curbing right on the outside edge of the wheel there. But again, it is a Michelin tyre fitted. And looking around the back of the car, you get the camera, but also parking sensors on these models. Rear bumper, again very, very clean. Then offside, driver's side, again absolutely mirror smooth, wonderfully clean. Offside rear alloy there, I was wrong, I said this one isn't a Michelin tyre, it's a brand I've never heard of, but loads and loads of tread on it. Main panel, I think it's obviously had two tyres on this side that have been rotated because it's, again, you can see on there as well. But exceptionally clean. It really, really is in beautiful condition, this car. It's coming into the boot area now. As you expect from Lexus, it's all beautifully finished and it's been kept very, very nicely back here. Coming into the back now, again it's been kept really, really well. Back of the seats where kids tend to kick them, and the leatherwork look in absolutely beautiful condition. Hardly been used at all in the back. Coming to the passenger side on the front, door card as with all of them, very, very nice. Passenger seats in the front, literally looks as though it's hardly ever been used. Coming into the front now, driver's door card, all really, really good. Hardly any wearness at all. And then the actual driver's seat itself, the one that takes all of the wear, exhibits hardly anything. So inside the car now, engine's running so the dash can be seen illuminated. Dashboard looks absolutely as new, in wonderful condition. You can see there, then you've got this premium sat-nav system fitted. Really nice, because on these, if you've got a bit of glare, you've got these buttons down here where you can tilt them and close them completely. So if you press a button, you can see it just tilts slightly. So if the sun's in the way, or you press a button and it closes completely. All working exactly as it should. The range of the dashboard is sensational. I'm massively biased. I own one of these cars, but I think it's one of the nicest places to sit and operate a car. Detailing, build quality, and the tech it gives, absolutely wonderful. Currently I'm in eco mode, and then if you, again on here, you got this round rotary button there, you can twist it to the right hand side, which I'll do, and basically it changes the dashboard as well. So basically twist it to the right, get that lovely red hue, and you get a rev counter instead of the power meter, but all working exactly as intended. Multifunction steering wheel, all the functions working exactly as they should, but it really is in beautiful condition in here. Finally, just to show you, owner's manual pack and lock and wheel nut key are both here and present with the car. Sorry, nearly forgot. 69,980 miles currently showing on the dash there, and there are no warning lights on this car at all. Right then, this is a quick road test video, and this is for a Lexus CT200 SEL. This particular car is registered MF62MXX. And mileage at the start of the road test is 69,968 miles. The reason for doing these videos is, as we say in all of them, very simple indeed. We know to our cost how frustrating it can be to go and see cars, which can look perfectly good in the descriptions given and in the photographs provided, only to get there to find out when you drive it, it's got a fundamental issue which shows up on test drive, so you'd much rather know about that before setting off. Road test is also done on these very quiet country roads, very close to our premises. Reason for that is that we hope it will then be representative of what you'd feel yourself should you actually be offered a test drive in the car. The car itself has been very well looked after. Starts instantly, of course. You just press the button for power mode and off she goes. Generally starts silently, sometimes goes straight into engine, but it determines what it does for you. Lexus now refer to all their hybrids, I think because of the sort of electric car situation, as self-charging hybrids, which they kind of always have been, in all honesty. It's just because a lot of people looking at electric cars are, get concerned about kind of the range available, and refer to these day and age as kind of range anxiety. So they're kind of playing on that, I guess. But it's brilliant because it basically means you just get in and drive the car normally, and it does it all for you. It is brilliant in the way it operates. Coming back to the car, in terms of faults or otherwise, no warning lights on the dashboard, all exactly as it should be. You can operate these in two different modes, economy mode as I am now, or twist the dial, and then that changes the dashboard as well to give you a rev counter instead of the power meter. Got a lovely red hue, but also changes the feel and the sound of the throttle and the throttle response. I love it in this mode. It just kind of suits the car at its best for me. But wonderful, because the whole feel that you get from the car is this wonderful kind of seamless quality to the power delivery. The interaction between the engine and the hybrid system is absolute genius. And you can look on the screen up above here. I think it's on info from memory, and then go to fuel consumption. And then you've got this lovely sort of screen that comes up, and if I go into energy mode as well, it then tells me what is currently happening at the moment. It's telling me the engine and the battery are combining. It's a lovely screen to look at and to monitor your fuel economy. It's just brilliant in the way it works. But as I said, seamless, and that continues with the theme, or the theme continues rather with the gearbox, because it uses a Cvt gearbox, which is brilliant for this type of car. It is so smooth, the way the car drives and propels you forward, particularly in stop-start traffic. It's one of the most comfortable cars you can drive, because it's quite often in battery mode only, so it's just like an electric car. It's incredibly smooth and quiet. But even when you get up to the higher speeds, you put your foot down, there's no jarring, there's no gear changes, nothing at all. It's just wonderful, and all working absolutely perfectly, as they tend to do, because they take massive mileages in their stride, these cars. Steering the car, really nice on the vehicle, very nicely weighted, feels hefty, helped by the steering wheel, which is a nice sort of thick rimmed affair, but it's precise and accurate. Tracks absolutely dead straight, and there's no vibrations at all at this speed or any speed up to the legal limit. Chassis of the vehicle, again, it's more sporty than your normal Lexus. It's still incredibly comfortable, as you'd expect from any Lexus car, but it has a more kind of verve and a slightly more dynamic edge to it compared to a regular Lexus car. So its change of direction is really good. Its body control excellent through the corners, and it flows really, really nicely. I drove one, it was a bit of a rush, and it responded absolutely superbly, I have to say. What I'm looking for on road test as well is, with the chassis in particular, is any kind of noises coming from underneath the vehicle. It shouldn't be there. So when you hit a bump, you're meant to hear it, albeit in a subdued manner. But what you shouldn't get is any kind of clatterings or mechanical sort of knocking noises from the vehicle. And this section of road I'm going up now is the reason I go up it, in all honesty, is because it's a horrible bit of road with really pitted surface, and that tends to show up these issues, and there's nothing at all on the car. It's all exactly as it should be. I'm just going to give the brakes a bit of a shove as well, make sure no one's directly behind me, but really nice, powerful brakes on the car. What I'm looking for is good initial bite, but also there shouldn't be any kind of pulsing or vibrations coming back through the brake pedal, and there is nothing at all. It's all exactly as it should be. So coming to the inside, my favourite part of these cars, I love the interiors on these. The SEL's a great spec car, and especially this one, because it's got the very sought after Nav System on the car. That's a really nice screen, because if different weather conditions, low sun, you can actually press a button here and tilt that screen away from so it's not reflecting, or you can press a button here to close it down completely if you so wish. But all working exactly as it should. Likewise, air conditioning, which is dual zone and nicely laid out here on a separate screen, which I really like, because you're not having to go to sort of sub menus to find it. All working exactly as it should. Likewise, and also we checked in the warm workshop earlier when the car was serviced. Air conditioning pumps out lovely cold air, which is hard to tell you on a day like today ordinarily because it's freezing outside. But it is just a wonderful, wonderful dashboard. It feels premium, which is exactly what it is. But more to the point, the thing that's really hard to get across is just the way the dials are labelled, the way the switch gears are presented to you. It's quite unique actually, and it just works absolutely brilliantly. It really, really does. And it makes you feel special, and I think that's part and parcel of this car. It's a car that seems unlike so many others. It's interesting to sit inside, it's warm, it's welcoming, it's easy to use, it's beautifully manufactured as you'd expect of a Lexus, but a wonderful, wonderful car. And as I said at the start, the point of the video, brief as it might be and on an absolutely horrible day, is just to show the car but to feedback on any issues, and there's nothing at all. It drives absolutely as new, and I hate saying that because it's a complete cliche, but it really does. It feels as tight as a drum. As always though, if you've got any questions, don't hesitate, do give us a call.